Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rahakwadash. Double honor to our teachers, the apostles, and the other bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the Lord's elect, teaching in truth, sincerity, and diligence for the sake of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. And we're going to need the Lord's protection. You see, concerning the times that we headed towards, which is a very dark time, where the Lord warned you how evil and only evil, behold, was coming. And not only that the evils are coming, but they're going to become even greater than the evils that you're seeing, man. You see, and one thing that's going to complement those sayings is the love of many waxing cold. And when you go back into that phrase, wax cold, it literally takes you back to being psycho. You know, and that's the type of spirit the people here in this society is gravitating, taking hold of. You know, that psychotic spirit where they're doing things that's contributing to the things that the Lord warned you of, man. You know, the Lord warned you how the evils was going to increase, where these people here on the earth are doing things that's contributing to the evils increasing. Just like they're doing things that's contributing to the love of many whites and cold. You know, in all, they're going to do things that's going to contribute to biblical prophecy being brought forth here in the earth. You know, and just going into this guy's story, it says Indiana teenager murders his entire family after being told he can't sleep at his girlfriend's house, man. You see? And that's those spirits created for vengeance that's entering to these people, that's leading them to doing things that's going to contribute to the sins of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So when these things take place, you're going to very well know that it's the judgments of the Lord that's taking place on the earth, man. You know, and just to continue on with the article, I'm going to try to just get the key points. You know, not going to make it long. It says the guy who was 17 years old at the time of the murders was charged as an adult. He was found guilty by a jury of 6 counts of murder, 1 count of attempted murder, and 1 count of carrying a handgun without a license. You see, it says sentencing is set for January 7, 2025, according to Law and Crime. The guy first trial had ended in a mistrial after a witness asked him why he killed his family. The attempted murder charge relates to the guy's younger brother, who was the only survivor of the January 24th, 2021 attack. He managed to escape with gunshot wounds to the leg and arm, in which Yahweh Shema was shot. Is the one that opened that door for that kid to escape, man. You see, the Lord tell you how he kills and he make alive. He wound and he heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of his hands. So ultimately, Yahweh Shema Shai was the one that wounded him and that caused him to escape and heal. You know, but just continuing on. It says the teenager's escape is what led investigators to the crime scene on Adams Street. There were 6 murder victims who had been identified as the mother 42, the father was 42, the brother was 18, one of the sisters was 13, and the older sister was 19, with the unborn son who had been full term and near birth. You see, it says the guy's girlfriend told investigators his father had called him and asked him to return home. He followed his dad's instruction, but later returned to his girlfriend's home. It says the guy had taken 2 bags of clothes with him when he returned to his girlfriend's home and claimed his father had kicked him out. And it says his father had kicked him out. About a half hour later, the guy's girlfriend received an alert about a shoe on the street the guy lived on, but he feigned ignorance. You see, it says the guy's surviving brother told authorities what happened inside the home. He explained, and here go the story. This is what took place. This is what Yahweh Shema Shai had take place leading up to this, man. You see, it says he explained how his father had asked him to fill a bottle of water, so he went to the bathroom to fill it. He said he then heard 2 gunshots, according to the probable cause evident. His father got out of the bed and ran to the stairs and said what was that. He then heard his sister, RC, say the guy shot his brother. Another gunshot went off, and this when he killed his sister. Another shot went off, and he heard his dad say, "I'm sorry, I love you." This surviving brother ran outside, but his brother chased him down. The boy pleaded with the guy saying, "I can give you $40. Please don't kill me." The guy proceeded to shoot his brother in the leg and arm. Police later tracked the guy down to a relative's home where he was arrested. Not only did so many people lose their lives, but they think about their family and what they were anticipating. The baby was due during the week, and so on and so forth. And this is the works of Yahweh Shema Abishai that unfolded, man. His nephew was due next week, and he done killed his sister and the baby along with his mother, his father, his brother, and his other sisters, man. But yet, this was the spirit of Yahweh Shema Abishai, and this is what we're looking to be protected from, man. You see, real quick, this is Psalms chapter 140 and verse 1. It says, "Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man," in which they evil and violent man is ultimately speaking of the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. But you have people here in this society that operate in the same spirit as Esau, as it tell you in Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, the 10th chapter, how as a ruler of a city is, so are his people, man. So if Esau has that evil and violent spirit, well, how much more for the people that operate in his society under his, pretty much under that covering, man. So we're going to need deliverance and protection from these little minions that Esau done created out here that he done polluted by way of the mind, man. And this is why Psalms the 33rd chapter makes so much sense, because the way of getting that protection is ultimately through fearing the Lord. This is Psalms 33 and verse 18. It says, "Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him." You see, upon them that hope in his mercy. So yeah, the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Abishai, is upon those that fear him and that hope in his mercy, to deliver their souls from death and to keep them alive in famine, you see. So yeah, those who pretty much fear and have that faith and hope in Yahweh Shema Abishai, well, the Lord is going to honor that by delivering you from delivering your souls from death, man, and keeping you alive in famine. You see, it says, "Our soul waited for the Lord. He is our help and our shield." Yahweh Shema Abishai is going to have to be the one to protect you and step in on your behalf, to keep you from the path of these evil and violent people, because their spirit is going to intensify, man. As they say, desperate times calls for desperate measures. This nigga killed his family, and there's still food on the shelves, man. And it was all over abroad, because he couldn't go to a bride house, but now you got to sit in prison for the rest of your life. But how much more for when the food dry up, man? What these people are going to be doing when the food dry up? When they can't get nothing to eat. Yeah, you killed your family because you couldn't go to your girlfriend's house. But what you going to do to your family when they need to eat that last piece of bread, man? What you gonna do to your family when the last bottle of water get drunk? You see? Or when there's one bottle of water left. You see? When this that last piece of bread, the bud of the bread, that's the last piece in the plastic. How you think these niggas is gonna respond to things like that when you killing your family because you can't go to your girlfriend's house, man? People are going to do things that's going to complement perilous times. Times that's hard to bear. One thing that's going to make the times hard to bear is the people that you're going to be around, man. You see? And this is why you're going to need protection from Yahweh Shema Abishai, from these evil and violent people, man. And the one way to get that protection is through fearing the Lord. This is Psalms 34 and verse 7. It says, "The angels of the Lord encampeth around about them that fear him, and delivereth them." Delivering you from what? From death, man. Delivering you from them evil and violent people out there, man. These senseless people. You know, these God-forsaken people, man. You know, because niggas like that is only going to become worse. So we're going to need the angels of the Lord to encamp around about us, man, to deliver us from these people, man. You see, verse 6, it says, the poor man cried and the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his troubles, man. And that's the times we headed towards a time of trouble. You know, if you ashamed to cry, you going to really be crying, man. When the lights cut out, you see, when they say freaks come out at night, when them freaks come out, man, you really going to be in fear and you really going to be crying and you really going to want deliverance, man. But the Lord says, seek him early while he can be found. You know, right now would be considered early. Right now would be the time to seek the Lord, to get to know the Lord, man, to get to understand the fear of Yahweh Shema Shai, because those things is going to intensify, man. That shit ain't going to die down. America is not going to become a place, you know, for family and kids. You know, this place is not going to become a family-oriented society. You know, a safe haven for your kids to grow. No, man, this place is going to get worse, man. The people here in this society are going to become even worse. You see? And it ain't going to be nothing to turn these people off because the resources is going to be gone. The one thing that has these people at ease is the abundance of resources. But you see, even the resources is not keeping them, you know, above water no more. These niggas still crashing out, man. So how much more for when the resources leave? You see? And even going here, because this is pretty much what you're going to see taking place. This is going to be a part of those evils increasing. You know, Matthew 10 and verse 34, it says, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace but a sword. And what you do with a sword, you divide things, man. You know, you slay things. You see? So a division is coming. You know, verse 35, it says, for I have come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her brother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household, man. This is how bad things are going to get here in this society. The family-oriented spirit is going to leave. The household is going to be against each other, man. You know, you're going to have your brother killing your daddy, or you're going to have your brother killing the whole family, man. You see, and you made out to tell the story. But again, it all pretty much complements the things the Lord was warning you about. You know, a man's foes shall be there of his own household. You go into that word foes, it literally takes you back to hostile, hating, and opposing another, man. You know, a certain enemy, the hostile one, a man that is hostile, you see, and that's niggas in America, man. These people is full of hostility. You know, these people full of hatred. You see? And they really the enemy, man. But yet, this could be your brother, your mama, your sister, your baby brother, your baby mama, your first cousin. Your foes should be they of his own household. You see? So things is going to intensify here. And this is why you're going to need Yahweh Shema Shai. Verse 37 says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. You know, he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it, man. You see? And you got to be willing to lose your life for Yahweh Shema Shai, especially concerning these times, because not even loving your mother or your son or your daughter or your brother or your father can pretty much keep you from judgment, man. Because the Lord, he can put the spirit created for vengeance on your mother, your father, your son, your daughter, your brother, to bring forth judgment. You know, a person that seems to be innocent, you know, Leslie wouldn't do that. But let the spirit created for vengeance enter in Leslie. that seem to be innocent person can become a serial killer, man. You know, or an animal that just may be so precious to you is a desirable pet. You know, it'll melt your heart to get it for your daughter on her birthday or for Christmas. She unbox it and she see this nice poodle and it just warms your heart to see her reaction. Well, if that spirit created for vengeance enter into that little precious animal, they can become a dangerous species, man. And they can literally put you to death. You see? Being driven by that spirit of vengeance. And the only thing that comes out of that is destruction, man. You see, it says to appease the wrath of him that made them. That spirit of vengeance is going to pour out wrath, man. You know, but yet this is what you're seeing growing in the earth. And it's not like it's going to die down. It's going to pick up. That's why the Lord tell you. 2 Ezra 14 and verse 16, it says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. For look how much the world should be weakened through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein, man. You see, so these evils is going to get greater and not only going to increase. That's why we tell you to repent, return, and fear your how by Shema Shah while it's still early, man. Because once the Lord yell action, it's going to be too late. You know? But yeah, I pray that you was edified, giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakwadash. Lord, well, until next video. Shalom.